What's up, internet? Had a conversation with a friend, and it kind of reminded me of something we don't think about a whole lot. But who we are, the information on who we are is in the cell. All right. Roy and I, we did a post. It's probably about a year ago now. It's been a while ago. It was on peptides. And I know already you're like, oh my God, I can't take it. I don't want to listen to this. But you're going to want to listen to this, okay? Peptides are that information that's sent out to your cells every time anything happens. So when I'm happy, there's a peptide for that. Me closing my fist, there's a peptide for that. The sensation of how my shoe touches my foot, there's a peptide for that. So basically what I'm saying is there's a peptide for every emotion, for every sensation that you have. Okay? Well, that information is going to the cell. Let's just talk about a cell. The cell in blood. Blood is duplicated every 120 days. All right? Muscle cells and bone cells are a lot slower. It takes months to duplicate those. But we're talking about just the blood, okay? So in the blood, every 120 days, you're getting data from your emotions, data from your sensations, data from the pressure of, the barometric pressure. I mean, everything that you experience, that data is being accumulated. So if you have negative peptides, that's what you're duplicating. If you have positive peptides, that's what you're duplicating. Okay? So basically what I'm saying is you are what you think you are. There's no such thing as a fake smile. If you're smiling, it's not fake. That's what you're duplicating. If you're frowning, that's what you're duplicating. So when you first start getting upset, it's easy. It's easy to sit there and complain and whine and cry. And then it's easier to complain and whine and cry the second time, and easier the third and fourth and fifth. You see, you're becoming that negative thing on a cellular level. Okay? And then you duplicate those. And then you're more like that. And you duplicate those. And you're more like that. So I say that to say this. There's no such thing as a fake smile. And this is before we get into the fact that there's a hormonal response. Okay? Cortisol weakens your immune system. Cortisol cuts off portions of your brain. It cuts off certain organs. It cuts off, and I want you to think about this, and for those of you that are thinking about having a kid or anything like that, it cuts off segments or portions of your reproductive organs. So cortisol will lower your libido, and it will make you infertile. Because these are things you don't have to worry about if cortisol is present. Cortisol, you have to remember, yes, it's part of the circadian rhythm. It's what wakes you up in the morning. It's what gets your butt out of bed. But cortisol is also that thing that gets you out of a situation that might kill you, right? Cortisol is a part of your fight or flight. Okay? Cortisol is one of those things that happens during fight or flight. So you don't need your sex organs if you're trying to get away from a lion. You don't need portions of your brain that's going to help you paint like Picasso or Van Gogh. All right? But you might lose that ear if that lion catches you. So cortisol is present to help you tap into the adrenals so that you can get that going and get out of that situation. It's also an anti-inflammatory response. So when you're talking about cortisol, it's inflammatory. It shuts down your immune system. You ever notice when you're very upset and you're not smiling and you're not in a state of glee? After you get out of a stressful situation, a lot of times we get sick. We chop it up as something coincidental, but that's not the case. Our immune system's been weakened. Okay? So I say all of that to say this. Smile. Find something that makes you happy. Meditate, go to church, whatever it is you do to get in a happy state, and repeat that and duplicate that often. There's no such thing as faking like you're happy. Okay? Duplicate those cells and be happy. Remember that song? Don't worry, be happy. It works. Out.